Good morning, and welcome to another Writer's Morning Commute with Ashton Gaskill. Today we'll be discussing the last point of the 9 points and 8/8 method that gets outlined at this point. The resolution slash ending moment point, which is the 9th point, is actually the last thing we look at. I usually just look at that along with the 8/8. But the last point that gets outlined by itself is the second pinch point. The second pinch point takes place halfway between the midpoint and the low point. So it breaks up the 3rd, 4th into the 5th, 8th, and the 6th, 8th of your story. And a friendly reminder that all these numbers are just kind of rules of thumb, and that you should adjust ratios and word counts, whatever, for your own genre, your own story, and even just to experiment to see what different changes, how that affects your plotting and your pacing. The second pinch point is similar to your first pinch point in a lot of ways. It's another point where your antagonist is flexing their muscles, where your protagonist is experiencing some sort of hardship. Unlike the first pinch point, though, where the first pinch point was really the first time things got truly threatening, this pinch point, we already know kind of what the dangers are, but it has been a while since we've seen them. The midpoint was really the last time we've probably felt threatened. So it's good to have a reminder here of what's at stake and what could happen if the hero fails before we get into the downhill roll of the last quarter of the book that starts with the low point. So what you want to do is set up so that after the midpoint your hero's feeling pretty good. Frodo has the Fellowship working with him. They're better off than they were before, even if they had a hard time getting to the midpoint. The midpoint made them stronger, gave them a plan, and they're rolling forward. And they're going to run right into your antagonists flexing their muscles again. This might be a desperate attempt on the antagonist's part. Not really sure what's going on, but this is, the Balrog. Is it the Balrog getting Gandalf? Could be. This is them really feeling the pressure, though. So you want your protagonist to kind of be... It's kind of a moment of irony here, where they get a little headstrong, they get a little full of themselves, and that leads to them tripping up here at the second pinch point. They remember what's at stake, and that puts them in a more realistic headspace going into the end of the story. hopefully that gives you some things to think about with the second pinch point, and hopefully that will give you something to help prop up that mid-book slump. Thank you for writing with me, and I hope you have a great day.